What is up, everybody? It is Jay here, and today I wanted to talk about activism and being an ally and the PROTECTTRANSKIDS hashtag and what you can do basically to help the trans community as a trans person and as an ally. It feels like recently all I've been seeing is transphobia, people being transphobic, saying transphobic things, and then people doing transphobic things like taking away people's rights. It seems like every time the trans community takes a step forward, we're pushed back another two. And that's really unfortunate, but there is a way that we can combat this in terms of using what power that we as individuals have to make a difference. An obvious way that you can help the trans community as a trans person or as an ally is donating money. If you're in Ireland, then I would recommend donating money to belong to youth services who are significantly low on funding at the moment, especially since their service has grown exponentially since the marriage referendum. And also the Trans Equality Network of Ireland, that's another like trans specific charity, what belong to is for LGBT young people in general. Both of those charities are really good. Those organizations are really good, and they do a lot of good work. If you're not in Ireland and you want to donate to somewhere that's local to you, I know that like in the States that like the Trevor Project and Trans Lifeline are looking for money, and then like the what's it called, like the New York Trans Law Center and stuff like that. There's loads of these organizations out there who are doing good things for trans young people and for trans adults, and you can donate even a tiny bit of money and it makes a difference to them. Not everybody has the money to give, and these organizations understand that. So if you can't give money, then you can give your time. By that I mean, if you are in a state or a country where there isn't adequate protection for trans people, then call local politicians, suck up to them, tell them you'll vote for them, and then get them to do what you want them to do. That's how this whole thing works. You have to talk to people, call people. If you have senators where you live, if you have like members of parliament where you live, I don't know how the American system works, and I know a lot of my viewers are American. If you have local government, local politicians, everything matters. Your voice being heard, along with every other voice that's being heard, will make a difference in the end. If you are not of like voting age and you're not really able to like talk to politicians, then talking to your school or your college can help. Making sure that your school has inclusive policies, making sure your college has inclusive policies, and that they're doing what they can to protect trans young people. If you as an ally can call out transphobia, then that makes a big difference to trans people that you know, because a lot of the times as a trans person it can be hard to call out transphobia because you're kind of putting yourself in harm's way. When you hear somebody say something that's hurtful to you, but when you say that's not right, it can often make you a target, and it can often make you seem like you're some kind of like ultra bothered SJW sort, even when you're just looking for a bit of basic respect. And as a result, it can be helpful to have allies call out transphobia instead of the trans person themselves, mostly because it keeps us safer. You are far less likely to become a target by calling somebody out. They might be pissed at you, but you won't receive the same amount of targeting as a trans person will as an ally. As an ally, do reach out to the trans people in your life and say, like, look, is there anything I can do for you? I know that recently there's been a lot of transphobia going around, and, you know, how are you, basically? You know, because obviously not a lot of this, like, stuff affects Ireland, but I know that it affects the people here. Emotionally, people here are scared, and that's okay. And just reaching out and saying, are you alright, makes a difference. Social media is a great tool as well. There are so many posts going around about supporting trans people, trans positivity. There are loads of like cute little infographics so you can share that provide all sorts of little information about trans people without looking fucking ugly. And even just if you shared this video on your Facebook, on your Tumblr, on your Twitter, it would reach other people who wouldn't have seen it before. It will reach other people who need this information as well, who want to be an ally to the trans community but don't know how. So thank you for watching. Please like this video, share it so that more people can see this kind of information, and share all sorts of trans positive messages on any social media that you use. The comment section is open for any questions that you have, or comments, or advice, or tips. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.